Hi everyone, let's start reviewing Wolcen Lords of Mayhem. This game is in Steam Early Access and it's been there for 3 years already. Release date is unknown, but it seems it's nowhere near. Few days ago, gameplay beta for this game went live. This beta is for previewing newest changes to Wolcen's gameplay. As for the slow-paced development controversy, I'll address it a bit at the end of the video. Let's start by appreciating how beautiful this game is. I always say that CryEngine is the engine that has most potential, and this game is proving that statement. It's easily the most beautiful ARPG that exists in any form, and it will be really hard to move it from its throne. Levels that do exist in this beta are beautifully built and very imaginative. Wherever you are, you'll be able to enjoy scenery in between battles. Animations are good and fit in this world. They could be better in quality, but that's not something easily noticeable. Also, some skills have really weird animation choices, as far as spell which uses bow and arrow animation. Gameplay wise, this game is currently hit and miss. One of the main arguments for playing this game should be its passive skill wheels, which are a unique twist on Path of Exile's massive passive skill tree system. As it stands right now, there is not much you can do with it. Even keystones, which should be game changing, have little or no effect to the way you play with your character. Right now, attributes are responsible for effectiveness of your build, and both items and passive wheels are in no small part changing what your attribute stats are. That also might be because only 2 of promised 4 wheels are present right now, but with even less impact than they had in alpha. The way your character is handling sure did change from alpha, and it would seem it was for better. Right now emphasis is on hack and slash aspect of this genre, which is often forgotten. Wolcen tries to make a bridge between ARPGs and ordinary hack-and-slash games, mostly succeeding in doing that, mostly because there are some problems when you try to mesh genres like this. Focus on movement, dodge rolling, knockback and such is going opposite direction from crowd control abilities and some skills that you expect you and your opponent to be standing still. This renders some skill, if not useless, then very painful to use. Skills themselves are nothing too impressive, and only few of them are actually fun to play, or use. Leveling skills has been dumbed down for something similar to Diablo 3's rune system. What's problematic there is that instead of runes upgrading skills, skills feel crippled without them. For example, if you have a rune for range and you don't activate it, that skill range will probably be too short to actually use it. So the preference is not what bonus I can do without, it's what handicap I can do with. You can still level skills using dedicated currency, so you can easily switch to another skill mid-leveling. Item stats are barely distinct from one another, and rarely can you feel the effect of your item upgrade. You can easily go 10 plus levels without upgrading anything, which is very detrimental to sense of progress. Items are currently in cohesion with attributes and basic stats, instead of passives and skills, and such have very little effect to gameplay, with few unique exceptions. What's commendable is the amount of items your gear consists of, as there are gloves and shoulder plates for both left and right arm. If items had greater impact, that would result in more diverse builds. Also, visually, asymmetric characters are more interesting and more unique looking. Aside from design flaws, there is also a multitude of bugs plaguing this game. Dodge roll going in opposite direction or nowhere at all. Enemies waist deep in the floor or not targetable at all. An inventory hover doesn't work as it should, as sometimes you have to click to compare items. While all this sounding semi-negative, I have to say explicitly that game is still very fun to play. Sometimes its flaw might infuriate you, but it's already one of the most fun ARPGs today, and be aware that it can only become better. Wolcen, Lords of Mayhem, sure is one to be watched, as it promises great future for RPG genre. When it's released, Wolcen will probably be insta-buy, but right now I cannot recommend you to join its early access. Story mode or traditional acts, quests and environments are foundation of RPG game, even when its focus is endgame. It should be what's taking player in and making him decide, I'm here to stay. Developers expressed on Wolcen's loading screen that none of that will be present until full game release, and no one knows when that's coming. So question comes up, what exactly we have early access to? There are passive wheels missing, distinct items are scarce, maximum level is 20, and overall experience is more like pre-alpha than beta. I personally commend developers for trying to follow their vision and brushing their product to perfection. But people are not happy. And those are people that financially supported this game, and something needs to be done to have them eager for this game and not impatient. What I would have recommended is take a few months, polish first 2 acts as their game itself, and have people enjoy it. That's exactly what GGG did with Path of Exile, and it turned out great. For consumers, I'd recommend you to be patient and have understanding for the developers. Game development is hard, and wrong time expectations and bad design decisions happen all the time. As Mr. Miyamoto once said, a delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. Let's hope that's true for Wolcen.